So the first pictures of Osama bin Laden dead, apparently shot in the head, and these pictures are from Pakistani television of the compound where the operation took place in the middle of the night. This is in the military town of Abbottabad, the home to Pakistan's military academy, where Osama was living in a mansion that was specially built for him, according to US intelligence, in the year 2005. Well, this is the picture that will be on the front page of every newspaper tomorrow. The image of Osama bin Laden dead, killed in a US special operation that some reports say lasted for about 40 minutes in the middle of the night in Abbottabad in Pakistan, about 150 kilometers north of the capital Islamabad. The world's most wanted terrorist killed, hunted down and killed by American forces after more than 10 years of searching for him. What we do know about the operation at this point is that it involved two choppers. One chopper came crashing down on the compound and resulted in these flames that you're seeing on your screen right now. In fact, Pakistani journalists overnight on Twitter were tweeting about this chopper crash. Nobody knew at that point that this is what it was. This is the compound where it all happened. These are pictures on Pakistani news channels. This is a mansion that American intelligence say was built especially for Osama in the year 2005, that it has very high 16-foot compound walls and is actually very close to Pakistan's military academy in the town of Abbottabad. Well, a little while earlier, I spoke to Pakistani columnist Musharraf Zaidi, who gave us a lot of perspective, interesting perspective on Abbottabad and why it is such the location of where Osama was found is so critical and so crucial. Let's listen to his take.
It's not normal for helicopters to be flying around in the cantonment area, above the cantonment area, with a low altitude at 1:30 in the morning. So I think there was obviously, curiosity, and it was very generic curiosity. I don't think many of us would be able to claim that we were predicting something this major. But certainly it was very odd. The time of the helicopter crash and the location of the helicopter crash, and the fact that there was no official word. For half the night, Pakistani media basically had nothing but speculation to go on. No media was given access to the actual crash site. The road, Kakul Road, was blocked off, and the country basically had to go on speculation. There's two versions that are doing the rounds. There was a White House conference call a little while ago on which U.S. journalists were told that this was an entirely U.S. operation and that no other country or its leadership were informed or with whom data was shared. And there's another sort of version going around that the Wall Street Journal is reporting, in which senior Pakistani intel officials are saying that they had intel assets on the site, Pakistani officials on the site, and that the intel, at least the intel, if not the actual ground collateral, was provided by both Pakistan and the United States. Some people are speculating that the reason that there's a bit of a confusion from the Pakistani side is that Pakistani officials would not want to fan the flames of supporters of bin Laden and supporters of Al-Qaeda wanting to attack Pakistani targets. Al-Qaeda and bin Laden have enjoyed or have not enjoyed any popularity in Pakistan at all. The last survey that I remembered had Al-Qaeda with a 3% approval rating in Pakistan. So this is something that is probably being celebrated with as much zeal in Pakistan as it is in any other country, save the United States, where of course there's huge elation, understandably. If you look at the evidence from what Pakistan itself has gone through, there's been more than 30,000 casualties since 2001 in this conflict. There was 7,000 casualties just last year. These numbers, far dwarf any other country and what it might have experienced either on 9/11 or the fallout thereafter. So I think from that perspective, I think Pakistani officials are right, but I do think that there is a huge perception problem that Pakistan and the ISI and the Pakistani military have, and I think that was evident in the initial sort of few minutes as the news was getting reported, and especially when it was confirmed that he was located in Pakistan. The tone and the attitude of sort of mainstream U.S. media outlets, several friends in India, there is this sense of, hey, what the hell was he doing in Pakistan, and doesn't this just prove that Pakistan has been harboring bin Laden? I think the reality is probably somewhere in between. I'm sure that there are elements in Pakistan that have supported and provided logistical support to bin Laden, but I'm also sure that the vast majority of both Pakistanis in general and the military and intelligence community in particular probably just don't have the required competence to have been able to be sort of front and center.